All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. And I decided to do a couple of more comics I want to add to my for sale to help with our cat Luna, and also to help us get to our house. We're slowly building up. It's a work in progress, but I want to try and get some key books that I know people are going to enjoy. So I'm going to, of course, show them on the video here. They are already on the link on the web store. I posted the link there, so if anybody wants to check them out. One of the things I will be selling, well, I'll show you when you get here, so welcome. And obviously, if you can't get anything, of course, that's thoroughly understandable. There are going to be some affordable comics here, some mid-range. But if you could at least share the links, it absolutely helps. So welcome one and all that are arriving. Hopefully you'll see something that you're interested in. So there's only 5 comics, and like I said, I've already added them. So it's based on first come, first serve. There's one comic that somebody specifically asked about. I have 3 copies, but as of now, I'm only going to post 1 because I want to see what's going to happen with that. But I wanted to at least get 1 available. Now, the video I did the other day with the Avengers 196... that book actually sold before I finished the video. So, trust me when I say, if you want to check it out, go there, if you see one that you want, get it as soon as you can. These are ungraded books, and I will show them on the video camera, so let me put the video camera on now, tell you pretty much what I think they are and what roughly the grades are. Alright, so, first one. We have X-Men number 12. I have 2 copies of this, so I don't mind selling one of them. This is the first appearance of the Juggernaut. Now, we know at this point the X-Men are in the MCU, so it's just a matter of time before they start doing the X-Men. Now, obviously, they're probably going to be about 3 to 5 years away, but it's just a matter of time before you see a potential character like the Juggernaut in the MCU. Now, this one, I say it's roughly about a 3.5 to a 4.0. If you see my videos on my predictions for grading, I'm pretty spot on. But keep in mind, obviously, I'm not a professional. So, like I said, around a 3.5 to a 4.0. Couple of minor little ticks along the spine, but nothing extremely major. It would totally fit with that range of grade. There's a little bit of a color break right there. You can see a little bit of damage on the top that breaks color, and some chipping with some color loss on the bottom. Edge looks pretty good, and this is actually not missing, it's folded over, so pressing could fix that. So that's not a missing piece, it's just kind of folded over, and every time I try and put it in the bag and board, it refolds, so a pressing will help. So let me show the back. Back looks pretty darn good. I mean, there's a little tiny tear at the top. You can see there's a little chipping. But as you can see, nothing major. You can see out of the bag, it's still got its luster. It's still got its gloss. Has a tiny, tiny minor foxing. Nothing major, as you can see. Pages are off-white to white for a book from the 1960s. That's pretty darn good. And I'll show, see right here, if I bend this, see it'll come over. So it's just a little bit of a bend. So this is the first appearance of the Juggernaut. Now, if you're buying on the site, it is domestic only. So if you're international, keep in mind shipping would be a little bit higher, but it would have to be done through PayPal, so you can contact me through peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. So the first book, like I said, about a 3.5 to a 4.0, so a lower grade book, but still presents really well. I got this one on there for $299.99 plus shipping, so not a bad price for that book. Definitely pricing these so they'll be affordable. Alright, next up, I've already sold 2 copies. Oh, and Daniel, that was nice of you. Daniel just did a $2 super chat. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Anybody that does that, I want to make sure I acknowledge them right away. So that was really nice of you. And by the way, I just got a message from one of my subscribers Their name is, I'm just going to say their first name, Eric. They ordered My Amazing Spider-Man number 3, CGC 1.0, and Edge of Spider-Verse 2, CGC 9.8. He wrote, "Hey Chris, I received my package today, and I am very happy. It was packaged very well." And he talks about how he's always wanted an early Amazing Spider-Man, and now he has it. And yeah, he says it looks nice for a 1.0. I thoroughly agree. That book I would take out of that slab and have it regraded. All right, so the next one. I've already sold 2 of these. I have several copies. I have like 6 copies of this book, so I don't mind selling a couple to make people happy. But this is a book definitely to get, because I've talked about the rumors for Phase 5. You might start getting into the darker kind of anti-hero. Now, again, there's no guarantee, but this is still a very popular character. This is first appearance of Johnny Blaze, a.k.a. Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight number 5. Has maybe 3 or 4 little ticks. You could barely see them, but they do break color. And that's not bad for a book that has a lot of black around the cover. There is a little tiny color break right there on the tip. There's a tiny, tiny little chip in the corner. As you could see, barely hits the top. Staples are intact. I'll show you the back of the book. So this one, like I said, I bought these years ago. Back, again, you could see it's still got its gloss. I don't pretend to put these in Mylars and say, oh, look how shiny it is, because it's the Mylar it's shining off of, so you could see out of the bag and board. It still maintains its color. The cover presents really well. I would say, again, mid-grade book. I would say about a 5.0 to a 5.5. Here's the back. You could see no coupons missing. It's pretty much off-white. As you could see, it maintains its gloss. The pages inside, everything is intact. Off-white to white pages. So again, for a mid-grade book, this looks really nice. And definitely, I'm pricing these to sell. There is a little bend right here, as you could see, but it does not break color. So that will be pressable. Spine, there's no spine roll or anything. So like I said, about a mid-grade book, about a 5.0 to a 5.5. A pressing and dry cleaning might improve it, maybe a half a grade. But this is definitely a key book to have. I'm pricing this, like I said, I'm pricing these pretty reasonable. $4.29 plus shipping and handling on the website, ready to go. All right, next one. This one, people have been asking about. I have 3 copies, so I'm going to put one on for the time being. We have What If, number 10, which is the quote-unquote first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. Keep in mind that is non-canon, but that's not going to stop people from really enjoying and making this book very popular, because it is, you know, the first time you ever see her in her costume. But like I said, it isn't canon, but people are still selling this book. I've seen it for over $100 at this point. This is a higher mid-grade, higher to mid-grade. I would say about a 7.0 to a 7.5. There's 2 minor little problems. That's why I'm giving it such a lower grade. As you can see, it's got plenty of its gloss. Looks really good, but on the bottom, there's a little sliver missing. You could barely see it. Right there. Just the tiny little sliver. There's a tiny little piece missing there. It's not a split. It's just a little piece missing, a little chip. And on the back, you probably maybe see it better. See that? The little bit of the tip on the back is gone. But it doesn't affect any of the pages. So the inside isn't affected by that at all. So that's why I would lower it to a, like I said, about a 7.0 to 7.5. It might be higher than that. But like I've always said, I want to grade a little bit lower. You can see the back is nice and white. It's got a couple of little scrunches right here, but they do not break color, so that's completely pressable. June asked for a Tomb of Dracula 10. I thought I had more than one copy, but I only have one copy. So as of now, I'm not going to be selling that book. I could have sworn I had more, but I checked, and I just have the one. So honestly, I mean, it's about a 5.5 to a 6.5 range. If somebody made me an offer I can't refuse, I would sell it, but I really don't want to because it's my only copy. So, when did this come out? This came out in the mid-70s. I don't know the exact year. Actually, I do, because it says it on here. It's either 1975 or 1978. It's hard to read. So, mid to late 70s for this book. So, this is a Bronze Age book. Again, it's probably higher, because I'm not sure these little tiny bits, how much that would lower the grade, so I want to stay. I would rather be wrong and you get a higher grade than be wrong and get a 5.0 or something. So like I said, I'm going to say it's about a 7.0 to a 7.5. I'm, again, pricing this to sell $89.99 shipping and handling. People are selling these for over $100 at this point, and it's just going to keep going up, so I want to make sure it's something worth getting. All right, next up, this is definitely a key issue. It's a lower grade, but not anything that's not desirable. We have Tales to Astonish, 44. That is the first appearance of the Wasp. Now, this has a bunch of color breaks, as you can see, but I'm going to say this is about a 2.5 to a 3.0, but you can see the cover is complete, but there is a lot of color breaks along the spine. See, you can see right there, that break color. But again, for that, I'm grading it pretty much what will be for this book. There is some tape residue. The tape isn't there anymore, but there's some tape residue. But even if there was tape, it's not considered restoration. I'll show the back, because the tape residue goes all the way across right there. It is kind of dirty, but you can see not major. There are two very faint stains, but let me double check. I don't believe they even go through. No, they don't even go through the back of the book. So a dry cleaning could definitely improve this book. But like I said, I'm definitely grading this. I think that's fair. There is a little piece. Let me put it so you can see. There's a piece missing right there, and there's a little bit of a tear that goes to about there. I don't want to make it a bigger rip. But again, for the grade, definitely not a problem. Staples are intact. Off-white, white pages. This is definitely a book to own. I have 2 copies, so I don't mind selling one. And that's one of the reasons why I tell people, get multiple copies. So this way, if you have to sell them, or if you want to trade them, you can do that and still have the book. Because like I've said, especially if you see me before, or if you're new, I'm selling these, one, to help my cat Luna, because she's got forever going to have medications and things and still paying off some of the bills and all that other fun stuff, but mainly to get the house as well. Jurassic says, how much for the Amazing Spider-Man $2.99? I'm selling the complete set, and that's what I'm going to show next, but let me show the price. So like I said, I think this is a really fair grade, 2.5 to a 3.0. It might go higher with the pressing and dry cleaning, but I would rather grade them lower than higher. And if you see my PGX graded, I'm usually pretty spot on with my grades, but keep in mind I am not a professional. I'm selling this for $399 plus shipping. So as you can see, cover presents really well. Like I said, there's a lot of color breaking ticks along the spine. There's a couple of pressable little wrinkles. Those could be pressed out, but definitely falls into that 2.5 to 3.0, may even hit a 3.5 range. So it definitely priced to sell. All right, so the last one, I am selling the entire Todd McFarlane run. And that will include all the major books, including Amazing Spider-Man number 300. So let me go over them, because people may not know there are 2 books that are not included because they are not a Todd McFarlane. So I'm going to say these are in the fine to near mint minus range, because there's too many books to show each one. So we got 328. The next one is 325, because 326 and 327 are not Todd McFarlane. So we got 325. This is from my original collection as a kid. 324. 323. Love this cover. One of my favorite Todd McFarlanes. 322. There's not an option to pay with PayPal. I'm trying to keep it on my website because of the fact of PayPal charges a lot for the percentage. If somebody does an offer with friends and family, if you send it friends and family, I will do PayPal. Contact me. I'll write the address right here. It's Peaceful Feelings. Make sure you add the S at the end at yahoo.com. So if nobody buys it off the website and you want to pay via PayPal and you send it friends and family to save me all the fees, I would be willing to do that. And also internationally as well, because the website only does domestic orders. So there's 321. And again, like I said, these are all, I'm going to list them from fine to near mint minus. 320. And again, these are the entire Todd McFarlane. Another one of my favorite comics, 319. Todd McFarlane covers. Love that cover. 318 with the Scorpion. 317 Venom cover. Of course, 316 first Venom on a cover. That's a very hot, desirable book. I have a couple of copies. 315. And there, technically, is his real first appearance on a cover. That was his first full appearance on a cover. But most people don't realize that at least you see his head on issue 315. So that predates the other book. But you see his entire form there in 316. 314. 313, another good Todd McFarlane cover with the lizard. I loved his drawings. At first, this is one of my favorites. 312 with the Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin. 311 with Mysterio. Obviously just came out with the Far From Home. 310. 309. 308. Taskmaster. 307. Chameleon. I read all these when I was a kid. 306. The homage to Action Comics #1. Another great cover. 305, Cloak and Dagger. 304. 303 with the Sandman. 302. Of course, 301, where Spider-Man gets his original suit back. Of course, 300. Now, this one I'm going to say is about a 6.0 to a 6.5, because there's about 5 or 6 color break increases on the back of this book. So, it's not in perfect condition. Again, I'm gonna grade it a little bit lower, but there are a couple of color break increases just on the back. The front of the book looks perfect, but because of the black, it shows it. But there's no ticks along the front, so it only affects the back of the book. But it does include 300. It does include 299. So that is the first cameo of Venom. And last but not least, Todd McFarlane's first work on Amazing Spider-Man, 298. So it's the complete run. And like I said, there is no, well, 326 and 327 were not done by Todd McFarlane. So it's technically issues 298 through 325 and 328, which is his last Amazing Spider-Man. So like I said, I'm going to say it's about fine to near mint minus grades. Some of them have pressable, like little dents that can be fixed. Yeah, and 299 first real appearance in my opinion, but it is a cameo, so it's the same thing like Wolverine and stuff. But that is definitely a great run. I've seen people selling these for $900 to $1,000. I'm not going that high. I'm going to sell this entire run for $698 plus shipping. So my cat agrees. This is Oregon, everybody. He's trying to tell me that it's close to feeding time because we feed him at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, so those are the books. So I have them already on the web store. The link is in the description of every video. I will pin it when this video uploads, but here in the live chat, you can just click on this link right there. It'll take you right to it. And it's first come, first serve, so the first person that buys them gets to pay them. So I'm making sure I'm pricing these that are, you know, I'm not trying to take advantage. I'm not looking to sell them for thousands of dollars. I'm trying to keep it so people can afford them. And these books are pretty much as close to guarantees as you can get to continue to go up as they age. So, sorry, I have a cat hair on my nose now. But definitely I'm trying to make it so it's easier to purchase. So I am also, and thank you, Daniel, for bringing that up. I am doing a contest that so far not many people have entered, where I'm giving away up to 3 of my comic mystery boxes. So check out the video if you want to be included in that. So definitely an easy one to do. And that's it. So I don't want to make this too long. I have to go feed my cats. Luna's actually really starting to do well. I mean, all the stuff we've been helping her with is definitely helping her out. Let me get her really quick because I know some of you care about that. So, in case you're not familiar with her, this is Luna. This is the one that's been all through these problems with all the illnesses and everything. And you can see, I am so glad we didn't give up on her, because you can see she still has the life in her. She's got her appetite back. We've spent this cat is more expensive than a pedigree at this point. But I know even the vet said at the point that we got her to, they said most people would have gave up, but we didn't want to give up. You can see she's a fighter. If you see some of my other videos with all the problems that she has, we've given her lots of vitamins, lots of organic food. We've been treating her really well, raw foods and stuff. And I have videos that really help you if you have animals. So I just wanted to show that she's doing well, but she has problems that are going to be forever. So we have to maintain that. So like I said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate the fact that I have to sell these books. I mean, obviously I have, like I said in the past, I have 30 to 35,000 books. So it's not like I'm getting rid of all of them, and I'm trying for the most part to sell duplicates that I have to make it a little bit easier. But even still, some of these, it's still hard to separate myself with them. But because it's helping my cat and it's helping us get to the point of moving, we're about, like I said, about halfway at this point. So check out that video about the contest. I will post the link one more time if anybody's interested. First come, first serve. I always package them very well. I ship them within 24 business hours. So if you purchase anything tonight, I'll make sure they get shipped on Monday. They will be sent priority mail, so you'll get them quickly. And there won't be any of those eBay manila envelopes that can be folded into your mailbox and have your comics destroyed. Mine are in boxes. They're bubble wrap. They have cardboard. They're very secure, so you'll definitely get what you pay for. And so far, every person that's ordered, knock on wood, has said they arrive quickly and safely. And that's important to me. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Your thumbs up will tell me you did. If you can share it, especially the link, it really will help. Thank you to all those that do that. Antonio Chavez says, sorry for posting late, but I got you. Tales of Suspense. I got you Tales of Suspense 57. It was, oh, I got your, I guess you meant to say Tales of Suspense 57. It was awesome. Great packaging. Very happy it's in my collection now. So there you go. If you look at the comments in some of the videos about the comics for sale, every person that's bought them so far has said the same thing. They're really happy with their purchase. It arrived safely. If you do an unboxing video, let me know. I will promote the link. Also, if you buy 2 or more comics in one order, I will throw in a comic for free. I'm also selling 5 1-ounce gold bars and 2 1-ounce palladium bars. If you happen to buy 2 of them, I'll throw in a silver coin for free. So if I could sell those, that pretty much helps guarantee getting the house, unless we don't get approved, because there's a whole approval process that we have to go through. So thank you for watching. And Antonio says it was awesome to see Luna. Thank you. I wanted to show, you know, she's doing very well, and we care about her and we love her. And that's why, as much as I hate selling these comics, the sacrifice to help my family and my cat, for me, it's a no-brainer. So today's surprise subscriber shout-out, we're going to go with, we just had a new comment from here. I don't think I've seen you before. So Stephen Kaya Kendall, I'm sure I butchered that, says, as always, enjoy your channel. Thank you. Only subscribe to a few and really like your content. Thank you for that. So, Stephen, you get today's surprise subscriber shout out. So, hopefully that'll help you enjoy it even more. Thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to packaging any of them. I got plenty of the comics still available on the website, so check those out as well. Have a great night, and don't forget, it is not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. Have a great night, everybody.